Hello everyone, Kalla here and welcome to this video. In this video, which is, as you'll see, quite overdue, I'm going to put my hauls from Disneyland Paris, one from a trip in November of 2023, where I spent 5 days at Disney, and that one has a lot of stuff in it. And one from 2024 where I spent 2 days in the parks, which has a lot less in it. So here we go with the 2023 haul, where you get to see all of the stuff I spent way too much money on. I'm going to start with something I found very useful to use around the parks, which I recommend if you go, you either take something like this or obtain something when you get there. So it's this Lion King lanyard with, more importantly, this little card holder, which I use to hold my Magic Pass, as well as my Photo Pass postcard. It was a lot easier than digging in my wallet for them every time I needed them. So I would recommend, if you're staying on site or if you're using the Photo Pass, something like this is a really good idea. I also used this on our checkout day from Sequoia Lodge for the baggage claim ticket, because that was also a card this size. Right, next. Oh, I don't remember how much this was, because I got all the tags cut off it when I bought it, because I was going to be using it immediately. So I can't tell you how much this is. Another thing that I don't have the price for, because I got the tags cut off it in the park, although I think this was 20 euros if I remember rightly. It's this little spider shoulder buddy. Isn't he cute? This is one of the spider bots from the Spider-Man Web Adventure ride. I think it's kind of cute, you know? And yeah, this is a shoulder buddy if you don't know what they're like. They come in 2 pieces. You got a little plush with a magnet. And you've got this little metal plate. I don't think this is a magnet itself, I think it's just metal. Yep. So basically this goes underneath your clothing, like so. Then this attaches to the top of it, and then it can just stay on. And they're really cute for like having just on your shoulder while you're walking around the parks. But you do have to be careful not to knock them off with a bag strap or anything. It's also capable of just sitting to a piece of metal, which you can't see that. But yeah, there's a lot of different shoulder buddies around the parks. I saw Stitch, Angel, Woody, Forky, there was a Remy from Ratatouille, Pascal from Tangled, Bruni, I think his name is, a little salamander thing from Frozen 2. I'm sure there were others. They're pretty popular. Oh, Chip. There was also Chip from Beauty and the Beast. Anyway, speaking of Spider-Bots, I have more Spider-Bot merch because, as I said, I find these things pretty cute. So I have this Spider-Bot mug. this spider bot mug. Kind of cute. It's got a little, the handle is the little spider bot leg. It's got the web logo on the inside. It's got Spider-Man on the back. And that was €20. We also got this Spider-Bot ornament. So this is for a Christmas tree. This is definitely going on my Christmas tree this year, and it also has, if I press this button at the bottom here, it lights up and makes sounds. I don't know how well it's being picked up by the microphone. But let's... Hopefully that picks up, and then you turn it off. That's going to be fun. And this was also €20. Yeah, I couldn't justify buying the full-size Spider-Bot toy, which is like €70, or is it 75? But I seem to have obtained merch basically up to that value. Anyway, that's €60 of Spider-Bots already. I mean, it's not quite up to that because I only have one more Spider-Bot thing. This is a little keychain. A little rubber keychain. It's quite cute. That one's €8. That's a little guardian for my keys. But speaking of keychains, I actually got that after I'd already got another keychain, which is this Tower of Terror keychain. So it's got a little Hollywood Tower Hotel thing on it and a key. Yes, I'm just going to add a fake key to my keys. And this one was €7. And while we're on the Tower of Terror, I also got, this is going to be a bit hard to show in this limited space, this Tower of Terror sweatshirt. So this is the front of it with a little Hollywood Tower Hotel logo in the middle here. And the back. It's Twilight Zone Tower of Terror and has a bunch of stuff on the back because I like this ride. The Tower of Terror is probably my favourite ride in the resorts. Now, what to go with next? Speaking of rides I kind of enjoy, I got this little pin of Phantom Manor just straight up the front of the building. Which, oh, I forgot to say how much the Tower of Terror sweater was. That was €56. So, I mean, it looks kind of like a Spirit jersey, but it's a lot cheaper because those were like €80 or so. Anyway, back to this pin. It's orange. Whatever price orange was, I don't remember. And I bought myself one more pin. Got this pin of the Cheshire Cat. Because I've always liked the Cheshire Cat. See, he's got all these little hearts. This seemed to be a series with that had a bunch of the animal characters from various movies. I think there was like a Raja and things like and car. I don't remember exactly though. And what next? What next? Well, let's stick with Alice in Wonderland. So I got this Alice in Wonderland official unbirthday tea, which was €15, and it's a flavored black tea with marigold petals in it. There you go. And it smells kind of sweet, like not quite chocolate, but sort of towards that vein. I have difficulty describing what this smells like, but it's definitely sweet in some variety. Maybe it's sort of chocolate caramelly sort of smell, and it tastes the same as well. So there's that. And in the same vein, we have the Phantom Manor Tisane. Same price, €15. This is basically fruit, mostly. There you go. Bunch of dried fruit and botanicals in there. It smells pretty nice. I haven't actually tried this one yet. But it's more than 50% apple. It's also got, I think, blackcurrant and hibiscus and mint and something else that I can't immediately translate the French for. I'm looking forward to trying that. What next? What next? Oh, I got another Christmas ornament. This is a little Mickey gingerbread guy. Sort of a gingerbread bear. I saw the ones in the parade and I was like, where's the merch of those? I want it, it's cute. And so I then found this in the Christmas shop in the castle. So I had to have it, and this one was €12. So it's quite a bit cheaper than the spider bot. He's a little glittery. Right. Then we've got yes, I got myself a bowl. Nope, that's the side that just says Disneyland Paris on it. It's got Simba on it. While The Lion King isn't my absolute favourite Disney movie, I like it a lot. So I've got this little bowl that I can use for soup and stuff. And that was €11. There were a bunch of characters you could get these for. There was Mickey, Minnie, Stitch, Goofy, Chip and Dale. Just this whole set. There were mugs and glasses and placemats with that art as well. Oh, and then we have. Sorry about that. Oops. I got tea on this playmat. Whoops. Didn't notice that. Excuse me. So we have this. Which still makes me laugh. They're hair scrunchies. And then this one's Nemo. You can tell because his fins are different lengths. And on the other side is Dory. These are the dumbest looking things I've ever seen. but they bring me joy. I sort of saw them and I laughed and I laughed and then I went, oh no, I need to buy these now, don't I? I can't look at these and not laugh. That was sort of my theory when I bought them. I can't possibly have a bad day and see these. Why did someone think this was a good idea? I mean, it brings me joy. It brings me joy, and I feel guaranteed joy is worth €13. I have no idea if I'm even going to try and use these or anything, or if I'm just going to keep them on the card and keep them somewhere in case I need a quick pick me up sometime. It's the eyes. I can't even. All right, I've got something else soft. Something soft that is cute rather than funny. So this is can't even see him properly. Christmas ear. He's kind of big. He's got a little bell in his hat up here, which you may or may not be able to hear. He's got a little Christmas jumper. I didn't buy him the first time I saw him, but I was like, if I see him again, I need to bring him home with me. He's very cute. He also has his little tail, has Velcro on it, so he can sort of lose it, although it's still attached by a bit of ribbon. You can sort of pin the tail on the ear. And Eeyore was, I think, €26. Where's his tag? Yep, €26. This is the only actual plushie I bought, so he's fun. And last but by no means least, books. So I have this giant hardcover here, The Art of Disneyland Paris. Which, camera's too close. Which contains a bunch of concept art and stuff about building the parks, which is incredibly cool, and I'm looking forward to reading through the rest of it. This was, I believe, €50. Yep. Expensive book. Big, hefty, expensive book. I've only read the Main Street section so far. I'm looking forward to reading the rest. And, oh, that book is bilingual in English and French, if you didn't see. And continuing the theme, we have this Phantom Manor Decrypted book, which is also bilingual. And that's all about the creation of Phantom Manor, which is Paris's haunted mansion. And there's more than one book in that series. I also have Pirates of the Caribbean and Space Mountain. Specifically Space Mountain From the Earth to the Stars, which was, I believe, the original version of it. The original steampunk version of it. Each of these set of books were all €22. And I haven't even started reading those. I'm looking forward to that. So I really like that sort of information. I like learning about how rides work and how they were put together and things. Well, not just rides, but you know. And my last book, and the last bit of merch for me to show you, and this is Chef Remy's cookbook. This one is actually only in French, but but translation shouldn't be too bad, right? Ooh. I just opened this to a random page, but this looks really appetizing. Is that chicken stuffed with cheese covered in ham? Because yes, please. But yeah, I'm looking forward to trying to make these recipes. Even though it's French, I thought it was. I still think it's a good purchase. All right, that is all of it. Well, that's all of the merch I bought for me. I haven't included anything I bought as gifts for people. Oh, wait, no, there is something else. So, I'm only going to show you the small version, but this is the current recyclable bag design. So on this side, it's themed to Disneyland Park with the Chateau Belle Bois de Mont here and Space Mountain down in this corner. And then also Mickey, Minnie, Stitch, Tiana, and Aurora. And on the other side, it's themed to the Studios Park with the Eiffel Tower here and Spider-Man, Buzz Lightyear, and Remy. I believe the small bag is €2, and then there's a medium bag which is blue, and a large bag which is red, and they're €3 or €4 each. Although the larger bag, if you're staying in an on-site hotel, you do have the option if you spend €50 or more in one go in the shops, you can get your purchases sent back to your hotel. You have to do this before 3 p.m. and then you can pick it up from your hotel after 8, and you get the large bag free doing that. I did that once. But yeah, I've got one of each size of bag. Slightly on purpose. But yeah, right. Now that's everything, so on to the next part of the video. And that's the 2023 haul. Next up, 2024 haul. And now for what I bought on this trip to Disneyland Paris in November of 2024. There's not really much here. I only had 2 park days and friends who convinced me not to spend my money needlessly. So we have a very, very short list here. And it's mostly tea. First things first, the Alice in Wonderland tea. This is the... which side did it say it on? There it is. The Russian tea, which basically, if you look at the ingredients, it's kind of like an Earl Grey, but with more flavors. So rather than just the bergamot, it's got citron, which I believe is lemon, pamplemousse is grapefruit, and limette, I guess, is lime. And then it's got a couple of types of flower petals, which I don't know enough French to know what those ones are. But basically, so obviously there it is. Smells very citrusy. I do still like the instructions. start at the beginning, and when you come to the end, stop. Use 1 teaspoon per 8 ounces of water and steep for 3 to 4 minutes. We recommend your clock be 2 days slow. Move down the table to get a clean cup. So Alice in Wonderland. Great. There are actually a couple more in the Alice in Wonderland set. I think there's a green tea and one other. So, yeah, I basically own 2 of the Alice in Wonderland teas now. Continuing with tea, we have Remy's recipe. Which is a red berry flavoured tea. This one has its ingredients listed in English. Black tea, raspberry flavouring, strawberry flavouring, blackberry flavouring, strawberry pieces, and hibiscus flower. Oh yeah, you can also see the price on the bottom of there. €15. Yeah, the Alice in Wonderland one said the same on the bottom of it too. Opened up so you can see. I've drunk more of this than the other one. There's not really much to see. Basically just black tea and little pieces. And I'm getting tea everywhere. And the third and final tea that I bought, the Christmas tea, with a very cute jar. I'm not sure whether this was the Christmas tea that was in the tea advent calendar I got 2 years ago. Mostly because there'd been 2 years and I didn't necessarily remember. But it is still nice. So yeah, we'll have a look at this. €15 again. This one just has its ingredients in French. So, if you want to see what's in it, because I can't translate all of this, it does say it's got something gingery, something orangey, something appley, some hibiscus, some lemon, some orange. It smells very Christmassy, and this tea's got a lot more bits in it. It's not just a flavoured black tea like the other two basically are. And last but by no means least, something I had considered getting before. And here's the box for it, because you do get a box when you do it. So I did the Star Wars Droid Factory. You find these in the gift shop at the Star Tours, and also in one of the shops in the village. I don't remember which one. I did this in the park. So now I'm gonna show you what I got. Basically, you pick some droid bits and you build a droid. So I chose an R2 type droid with purple body, purple head, these black and gold legs. They've got little wheels in there so that they can do. And yeah, he's also wearing a Mickey Ears hat with the Jedi logo on it, because why not? And yeah, you can pull these apart and put them together in different configurations if you have more than one droid. I think the different droid body types... actually, maybe they don't. I think they do all take the same kind of legs, actually. But yeah. It's my little R2 unit. He's very small and cute. I do like his little hat. But yeah, that is for the 2024 haul. Well, thank you very much for watching this, and I'm sorry it took so long to get these videos up. You will see, hopefully, in the near future, some more Disneyland Paris videos. Because the video on the 2023 trip is so late that I've been there again since, what I'm going to do is I'm going to put together what's going to be 3 informational videos about Disneyland Paris, which I hope will be useful to people. But basically including things from both of those trips, and basically my feelings about the parks overall and all the rides and the shows, and things that I think may be useful information. So anyway, if you want to see those, maybe consider subscribing to the channel. Also, if you're interested in video game streaming, we do a lot of that here, and you will typically find the schedule for both streams and videos here on YouTube in the posts tab of the channel, and also over on my social media, which is linked in the description box. So anyway, thank you very much for watching, and this is Kalla signing out. See ya! Bye bye!